But first tonight, another deadly case of a person being hit and killed by a train in South Bend. This makes 5 just since May.
First, fast, accurate. You're watching WSBT-TV News at 11.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Diane Daniels. Another death of a pedestrian on the railroad tracks locally. Today's victim was a 16-year-old boy, and he now is the 5th person to die just since May 1st after being hit by a train on the Norfolk Southern tracks that run through South Bend and Mishawaka. WSBT-22's Patrick Roth was the first reporter at the scene today, and he has the latest on that death along Caroline Street. He joins us from the live desk now with more. Patrick?
Diane, we've just learned the name of the victim killed. A South Bend police official says that 16-year-old Elijah Brooks died in today's accident. Now, Mishawaka's athletic director confirms that this is a photo of Brooks. He says the teen was going to be a senior this coming fall at Mishawaka High School. He died about 100 yards away from where another person was killed by a train earlier this week. Now, our reporting partners at the South Bend Tribune say the 5 fatalities in the past 2 months are more than in the past 2 years combined. And police say these accidents are just a sad reminder that people need to stay off the tracks. For the 2nd time in a week and 5th time in almost 2 months, police responded to a call of a pedestrian hit by a train in the South Bend, Mishawaka area. And sadly, that person, 16-year-old Elijah Brooks, became the 5th person killed by a train while walking alongside the railroad tracks.
I thought it was peculiar that the train had been stopped that long until my neighbor came and said, yeah, somebody got hit again. I was like, oh boy.
In both fatalities this week, the victims were walking alongside the tracks, were clipped, and killed on impact.
People just have to understand that these trains are dangerous to be around, and when you have something of that weight and that momentum, you know, and they're traveling, there's even a vacuum alongside the tracks, so you get close enough, you get pulled into the train.
And police say that this shows even walking along the side of the railroad tracks is not only unsafe, it's illegal, a misdemeanor.
There's no other indications other than the fact that this young man simply may have perceived that the train wasn't as close to him as he may have thought. We don't believe that there's any criminal element. There's no indication of anything other, any substance or involvement at all.
And because they're so big and moving so fast, it's impossible for them to stop at a moment's notice.
It took this train, they hit the emergency mode as soon as they seen that he was on the tracks. And with 92 cars, the weight that they're carrying, 37,000 ton, it took them almost a half mile to come to a stop.
Police say that there is only one way to make sure you're safe around the tracks.
So we simply ask that just stay away from them. There's no other way to prevent this than to tell people to stay away from the tracks.
Now, police are still investigating this, and they say that so far there is no indication that the 16-year-old Elijah Brooks was wearing headphones as he was walking home on those railroad tracks, preventing him from hearing the train coming. At the live desk, Patrick Roth, WSBT 22 News.